Hello dear student, this is Deepak Sutaria from Vasishtha Vidyalaya. Today I am going to talk about class 7th science chapter number 10 respiration in organism. So let's get started. Respiration in organism. Why do we respire? We all know that we all are living organisms are made up of small microscopic units called cells, right? These cells have different function to perform in this organism such as digestion, respiration, transportation and excretion. The cell can perform this function only if they get energy to do so, right? So that all the living organisms need food which give them the required energy. Hence, the energy present in the food get released when the organism respire or breathe. That is the reason why we do respire. Thereafter, how food help us in gaining energy. Student, as we know that as we breathe, we take air that contains oxygen in it, right? And breathe out air which contain carbon dioxide. This oxygen when transported to our cells helps in breaking down the food and we get energy. So this is how food help us to gain energy. Then after, what is cellular respiration? We all know that cellular respiration can be defined as the process in which the food that we eat is broken down inside the cells, which results in the release of energy. All the cells in living organism undergo cellular respiration. The cellular respiration takes place in a cell organelle called mitochondria. The oxygen that organism breathe in react with carbohydrates. It is also known as a glucose present in the food and result in the release of carbon dioxide, water and energy. You can see in this figure glucose plus oxygen, it releases the energy and carbon dioxide and water is released. Here the molecular structure of the glucose is C6H12O6 plus 6O2, it gives 6CO2 plus 6H2O. Now types of respiration. There are two types of respiration, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So let's first see. This kind of respiration take place in the presence of oxygen, that is known as a respiration of aerobic type. Thereafter another, this type of respiration take place in the cell in the absence of oxygen, that is known as a anaerobic respiration. Second, it leads to release of high amount of energy in living organism, while in anaerobic respiration it results in low amount of energy. Third one is human beings and many other animals undergo aerobic respiration, while yeast and sometimes human being undergo anaerobic respiration. Fourth, carbon dioxide and water are also released in anaerobic respiration, while in anaerobic respiration, animal muscle cells release lactic acid and yeast release ethanol and carbon dioxide in anaerobic respiration. You can see in this figure glucose plus oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide and water. Same here, glucose gives ethanol and carbon dioxide. So this is the aerobic respiration in animal and aerobic respiration in yeast. You can see in this figure. Now what is anaerobes? Organisms that can exist in the absence of air are called anaerobes, right? They undergo anaerobic respiration, hence they can get energy even without oxygen. For example, yeast. These are unicellular organisms that exist in the absence of oxygen as well as, right? As a byproduct, they release ethanol and carbon dioxide. That is the reason why they are used to make wine and beer. This is called as alcohol fermentation. So these are the things about anaerobes. Now, anaerobic respiration in human beings. Sometimes muscles of the human beings can respire without oxygen. Have you ever imagined? This is generally happens when we undergo a heavy exercise such as running, weightlifting, cycling, or walking for a longer duration. So in such situation what happen? The muscle require more energy and supply of oxygen is not enough, right? Hence anaerobic respiration take place in the muscle. So what happen? As a result, muscle also produce lactic acid along with energy. This lactic acid accumulates in the muscle and cause cramps. That is why we often feel cramps while we do heavy exercise, right? So in order to get relief from the cramps, we can take a hot water bath or massage our muscles, right? So this is so because hot water or massage improves the blood circulation in the muscle. As a result, the oxygen reaches the cell easily, which breaks on the lactic acid and into carbon dioxide. You can see here glucose converted into lactic acid and energy is released. This is the anaerobic respiration muscle release lactic acid. Breathing. Breathing can be defined as a process in which organisms with the help of their respiratory organ take in the oxygen rich air present in the surrounding and release out air that contain high amount of carbon dioxide in it. Breath occurs continuously in the organism. Then after inhalation, it is the process of taking the air that contains oxygen inside the body, right? Then after exhalation, it is the process of releasing out of air that contain carbon dioxide out of the body. Inhalation and exhalation take place alternatively in the breathing process. Then after breathing rate, it can be defined as the number of times a person breathes in a minute. A breath can be defined as the inhalation followed by an exhalation. You can see here the breathing rate it is not always constant in human beings. We generally breathe faster when our body needs more energy, for example while doing exercise. This is so because the body needs more oxygen that can break down the food and produce more energy, right? An average adult human being breathes around 15 to 80 times in a minute. While exercising, the rate can be changed up to 25 times a minute. You can see in this figure while breathing, oxygen is goes inside the lungs and carbon dioxide is released out of the lungs. And this is the cellular respiration. Here energy is produced in mitochondria, water vapor, glucose is also produced while the respiration. Why do we feel hungry after doing a physical activity like walking or running? Student, when we do physical activity, the food that is present in our body is converted into energy, right? Since all the food gets consumed in generating the energy, we start feeling hungry. Hence, in order to gain more energy, we need to eat more food. That is the reason why when we feel hungry after doing a physical activity like walking or running. Mechanism of breathing in human beings. You can see in this figure, this is the nasal passage, oral cavity, pharynx, trachea, lungs and ribs. Now we will see what is the function of the each of the parts, right? We take in the air present in the environment through our nostril. we all know, which travels through the nasal cavity. Then it moves through the windpipe and reaches our lungs. The lungs are located in the chest cavity, which is surrounded by the ribs. On the floor, the chest cavity lays a muscle seat called diaphragm. You can see in this figure. During the breathing process, the movement of the ribs and diaphragm take place. This is so because the lungs expand and contract during the breathing. As we take air, it fills up the lungs. This moves the diaphragm downwards and the ribs outwards. The lungs when releasing out of air from the body, which brings back diaphragm and the ribs to their original position. You can see in this figure when we breathe and when we breathe out. So you can see that relaxed breathing. When the breath is done, then what happen? The diaphragm is contracts, and when we breathe out, then what happen? Diaphragm is relaxed. So in this figure you can get more clear, right? So this is the breathing in humans.